camp made it through the night. Nothing was bothered. As you can tell here behind me, I hung everything up on the trees. I had what they call mule tape. Holds up to 1,800 pounds, and I tied that up across the tree and hung both of my packs on it. Hung my camp stove over here, and again I had the bear bells on it, and listened for that all night. Nothing ever happened, but the rest of the camp is fine. I left my water sitting over here, and it was good. The only thing I noticed this morning was where I had my tarp tied out over here to this stick. The stick tying it to the tree, it was loose, so just having that angle on my stick was enough to hold the tarp out. But otherwise everything is fine. So I'm going to get some water and start up breakfast, and I'll see you in a minute. Alright, it's breakfast time. I want to use my cook stove again. This time I'm going to use these fuel pellets that I picked up at the White Elephant. Never used them before, never used any kind of fuel pellets before. I don't know if I have to put a match to them or if they'll strike off my strike force. So I'm going to try that. I also have some Wise strawberry granola. I thought it was warm, but it's not. You just add 2 cups of cold water to it and stir it up really well. So I'm going to do that first and then use the pot to measure and make some hot chocolate for this morning. It's not cold, it's only about 52 degrees, but I just wanted to go ahead and make it. Now this was I didn't show this last night, the wind guard I made out of that lasagna pan, and it just fits down over the stove and keeps the wind off, and it folds down flat and goes into the bag with the stove. So, but and then again I'm going to use this cup this morning for my hot chocolate and see how those work. And so let me go ahead and get this. I got to take the stove apart first because I want to move it up to the upper level. Get the dirt off of it. I'm going to move it up to the upper level for these tablets. So what you do is you just kind of push out on the center to disengage that centerpiece, and then slide it down at the same time. It's a little bit easier putting it together than it is taking it apart. So let me get this together and then we'll come back. Alright, the Wise Foods doesn't have a easy opening on the sides. Again, you have another oxygen absorber, got to remove. Get my measuring cup. I'll put those over there on my and get some more water. This is still the canteen that I brought in from home. Alright, 2 cups. And pour that into here. And stir it up. I usually eat granola just raw, but I want to try this out, so I'm going to do it the way it says. This is strawberries with granola. Alright, and I'll set this off to the side over here. Hopefully don't spill it. Yeah, it's not going to work. Well, That's the reason you want to use a pot, I guess, on these things. So anyway, I'll just set it right here for now. Hopefully I don't spill it on me. And then I'm going to put water in here to make some hot chocolate. And now let's see about this fuel tablet. I'm just going to use my Strike Force again and see if it'll light off of that or if I'm going to have to use a match. And I don't know how many tablets to use because I've never used it. So I'm going to try one. And I see my battery lights flashing, so I may or may not get through with this because that's my last battery. Well, I'm just going to try match. It doesn't look to appear like it's going to light with the Strike Force. So anyway, my battery's going to die. So I'm going to light it with a match or a lighter, and then I'll talk to you later.